good effort from the Turks to keep that tank alive, and you'd much rather him be out of the fight for just a couple minutes to get back up and running than to lose it entirely. Oh, and there goes the IED bike. Speaking about losing it entirely, is he going to make it in time? And oh my goodness, he actually tracks it, and it's on fire. M60T, this is one that had been supporting the initial track one. Hey guys, MoiDawg here, and today we've got another episode of Eye in the Sky, where we take a look at a game of squad from the top down. And today we've got the Insurgents up against the Turkish land forces on Mutaha. This is Mutaha RAS V2 with the Insurgent forces irregular light infantry up against the Turks and their 4th armored brigade. Now we all love Mutaha and we all love Insurgents, so combine the two and you're going to have a lot of fun. One of the best parts of Mutaha is that you get the close quarters combat, but you also have really wide open flanks, some nice open fields depending on the objectives. And with the Insurgents and their light infantry brigade, you have a lot of quick moving vehicles, a lot of techies. Of course, you have the bikes up against the Turks, and they are very mechanized. This is the armored brigade. You have 3 M60Ts, a whole bunch of ACVs. You know what? No, I'm not going to spoil it. Enjoy, you're going to like it. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and drop me a comment below with a map, game mode, or faction you'd like to see in the next one. But before we get into that, today's video is sponsored by War Thunder, the most comprehensive vehicle combat game on the market. You can take command of over 2,500 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships from 10 different nations, spanning from simple biplanes and armored cars, all the way up to modern jets and main battle tanks. All of these authentically detailed vehicles, including realistic graphics and painstakingly designed components, are a must-have for any military history buff, meaning that there's no hitboxes, but instead realistic damage like knocking out engines or fuel tanks, properly modeled penetration or deflection values, and even X-ray views to see exactly what your rounds are doing. With all this in-depth customization and a variety of game modes to choose from, you can play your way and it's all for free. Yes, you can play War Thunder for free on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and it's now even available on your mobile devices. So whatever's your platform of choice, just use my link in the description or pinned comment below. New and returning players that haven't played in 6 months will also receive a massive bonus pack, which includes the M4A2 and P40E-1 premium vehicles, the Eagle of Valor decoration, 100,000 silver lions, and 7 days of premium account access. Click the link down below, but it's only available for a limited time, so act now. Thanks again for War Thunder for sponsoring this video, and now let's get on with it. All right, Eye in the Sky, and this is Mutaha RAS V2 with the Insurgents up against the Turks, the Insurgent Irregular Light Brigade, Light Infantry, what do you call it? The Irregular Light Infantry in the 4th Armored Brigade Battle Group. This is going to be an awesome one. We have RAS V2, so right up the middle, and one compound point for the first, as well as a village point, but this is going to be a lot of fun fighting right in the heart of Mutaha. The Insurgents with the irregular light infantry pick, a lot of fast moving vehicles, a lot of the techies, Dishka techie, HMG techie with the 50 cows, 2 BRDMs, a T62 with a 60-minute timer, the ZU-23 trucks, a UB-32 techie, 2 SPGs, and 3 ATGM. It's just, there's so much here for them against the Turks, and this is a perfect matchup to counter the armored for the Turks. You have 1 ACV with the MG3, 1 ACV with the 50 cal, 2 of the ACV with the 25 millimeter cannons up top, and then 3 M60Ts. And they are already pushing on in. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Points right up the middle, and we can already see both sides pushing on in. So Insurgents from the north pushing on down to Shamar Compound, HVT Compound, Ammo Warehouse, Interstate, Police Station, South Highway Bridge, and Village intersection being the middle point. This is going to be absolutely chaotic. We are on board with the Insurgents. So Insurgents in blue, Turks in red. And as we can see, some techies rolling right below us here, and just waves of them. The Humvee as well. They might see the Logi just dismounting right below, but hold on a second. Rockets hitting the compound south, and now the M60T is going to be rolling up here. It's just trying to take full advantage of the armor superiority, supporting their infantry, and the Lodges on the south side infantry as well, dismounting as a first round goes off, and they're trying to take a shot, and ATGM flies in and actually hits. What a shot. The techie will most likely go down, and it does, but I don't even... Oh, and it's tracked, actually. I was going to say, I don't even know if that ATGM has been able to do any damage, but the Oh man, that's such a good RPG. RPG not only hits the track, but also injured it. And a tandem round smacks the M60T as well. Backup M60T right behind him, trying to offer some support. Smack it into that construction. And we can see Insurgents trying to get more RPGs on target. This would be a huge pick right out the gate to knock out one of these tanks. Not just 15 tickets, but you really want to cripple the Turks' ability to fight over the points. And right now it's all in the vehicles. Crewman, it looks like they're doing such a good job trying to keep this M60 up. Looks like another Humvee popping right behind us, and there you go, another RPG from the front. M60T just trying to pop these heat rounds every which way to keep the Insurgents off their back. And this M60T, if he is able to get out, he has to turn tail and run. Almost out, now needs to pop some more smoke. And now he has some friendly infantry off to his backside here. Plenty of suppressing fire. You love to see it. M60 is now up, and they might survive this. And good effort from the Turks to keep that tank alive, and you'd much rather him be out of the fight for just a couple minutes to get back up and running than to lose it entirely. Oh, and there goes the IED bike. Speaking about losing it entirely, is he going to make it in time? And oh my goodness, he actually tracks it, and it's on fire. M60T, this is one that had been supporting the initial track one. They need a quick dismount. 3 crewmen all out trying to get that fire out, and they might just be able to do it in time. Wow, nearly pulls it off. The Insurgents with an almost perfectly timed IED bike. And the ACV with the 25mm off our left side of your screen looks like it just got tracked as well. So if anything, the Insurgents are keeping the vehicles on the outside of the city. Now both these M60Ts have to fall back. Little defensive smoke, and he's gonna flip around and head on out. But what a play by the Insurgents and Turks. Both sides just with some... I mean, neither side wanting to give up on these points here. Insurgents now off to the rocks to our front left, trying to finish off this ACV. And I don't think they're going to be able to. I mean, these ACVs, they essentially just have... what is it? M113 type chassis. It's just an APC chassis with a a giant Bushmaster up top, and oh man, the M60 behind him is stuck on this low wall. Oh my goodness! And the tandem through the smoke, he just sends it right through the smoke. Well, there you go. Great shot by the Insurgents. Knocks out one of the ACVs. I was gonna say this M60 might have been able to help them if this was the squad UE5 version, because they have the new physics mechanics helping out the tracks and track wheels, but this is still UE4 squad. UE5 hopefully coming next year. But the M60T unable to get himself up and over this low wall in time to save the ACV-15. And here we go. Let's take a look at what we're at. 259 tickets for the Insurgents, 265. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I definitely have noticed there's not been a lot of chatter on command comms for the Insurgents. Could be...
on highway bridge.
Now Rocket Barrage hitting the point, and wow! Spark and Striker go down. Fantastic. Little barrage right on this compound here. Also got Make It Rain right under the cliffside. Oh, he's just nearly bled out. Got his bandage just in time. But good little Rocket Barrage. But let's take a look at the points here. So Insurgents, once again from the top, they have Shamal Compound down to HVT Compound, nearly Captain Ammo Warehouse. So they'll be the first one on to MSR intersection and be able to see police station. If they are able to cap MSR intersection, we can see right here. Those over at Ammo should be shimming on over. to that intersection cap. If they're able to get it quick enough, they could actually contest police station. You can see right now, Hellhound. Basco runs in. Max Power's trying to chase him down. If the Insurgents can keep the Turks off this for just a couple more minutes, they actually might be able to stall the cap. There's just not enough Turks. Wow, drops a grenade. Basco nearly gets Max Power as he comes up the stairs. Max with that SKS. He's the hat kit. Claimed the kill on the ACV-15 earlier. And now he's trying to figure out where the Turk went running. And oh my goodness, the full auto with the MPT-76 is not how you want to do it. Manages to knock out Basco in defending this police station cap. And this is actually going to prevent... Oh, and hold on a second. Was that an IED? Oh, it was an IED. IED bike on the M60T. It looks like they're alive, though. Barry Manilow and Major Woody have... Oh, hold on a second. Looks like they got an IED nearly at the repair station and just made it in time. And now the Humvee. Here's the question. Is it full of IEDs or is it just an actual Humvee? Looks like he might just be an actual Humvee. He takes an AT round, somehow shrugs it off, and also the heat rim might have been even a frag round that the M60T had loaded, but the Humvee is going to be able to get on out.
Still up, yet.
But we can see the cap has stalled on police station for the Turks, halfway secure, whereas at MSR intersection also halfway. M60T now up and moving, but he is smoking after taking that IED blast. You can hear an M60T behind us actually now up and out of their spawn after repairing. And now you have a huge armored column coming in.
Okay, there's 2 tanks now. I got one on 11 observed. That's a separate tank marking
M60T in front of us, ACV as well with the M60T, that number third. Hey, nice English there. The third M60T, number 3, as well behind him, and they're starting to just pummel police station. Oh, and ATGM smacks the front of the M60T. And they might not have... It doesn't seem like it actually did any damage. They might have hit an awkward point. And wow, no armor. GTX 99 really lucking out with that one. The armor just soaking that ATGM. The Cornet must have hit a weird angle. We can see, trying to look where it is. We have the tandem round. Whoop, mouse stuck there. Tandem round max power as we saw earlier in police station. And he's actually pushing down south. ATGM vehicle they had marked out west, but it's actually not down here. It might be down here. No, Hey Beef. He's just trying to get an angle for maybe a future infantry spawn. ATGM vehicle is actually below us. And it sends a Cornet right into the compound behind the M60T. Another one misses. 2 Cornets have now missed these M60Ts. Insurgents are not qualified on the weapon platform, it seems. And M60T might have just taken out that techie. As he turns around, is probably just going to have to reset their position. It's going to be okay. So it looks like Squad 5, they lost the Tovik. They at least have it uncrewed at the moment, so might have lost it to Coax or Small Arms, but Khaled is coming in. The question is, he is a sapper himself, so you really don't want to be your own IED.
I can do an attack for you guys. Just place a bunker and I'll try to get there.
You really don't want to be your own IED button guy, but it looks like the tank might be okay for now, unless they might be swapping sides, seeing who can actually take this IED. And the ACV-15 out on the west side looks like he's gotten Squad 11's techie here, and they have. Squad 11 we saw earlier, just chilling out with an SL and medic, trying to maybe prepare for some sneaky action on the flanks here. But now let's, enough of the chess match. So early on, we had a lot of the vehicles trying to get in position, but this is where we now want to focus on the infantry grind. police station is about 3/4 capped. Now that the Turks have been able to push out and try to get back into the station. A handful of insurgents on top of the roof down. Chip, Skylark, Uriah, Uncle Reggie as well on the western side. Yarg looks like he's going to be coming in. Might catch him on the stairs, and Chip Skylark goes down.
Hey, squad leads, remember to have buddy rallies. Click on 4 rally mark and then spawn on it.
Another IED blast goes off. It looks like it was harmlessly into this compound.
Hey, yeah, no. We only have the rally I know, guys. We're separated right now.
Insurgents now have to kind of set up a little bit better defensive position. They were on the offense here, but the infantry for the Turks just being able to finally secure some of these compounds.
13.
As another ATGM flies on by and
Load up. Yeah.
trying to knock out these tanks.
Load up.
And hold on a second. Is that another
Got
IED?
it.
What is going on?
Says tank should be down.
That tank should be down. They're calling the tank should be down. It actually is not down. The IEDs and ATGMs for the insurgents. I mean, you got to give credit for the armor crews. Looks like they're just Johnny on the spot. They're moving just when they need to. Maybe knocking out the driver we saw earlier. But all M60Ts are still alive. Trying to see, we got one down here, one on the western side. Well, I don't know, they might have lost one earlier. I'm only seeing 2 up. Of course, when we stop looking at the IEDs, they knock one out, but that's all right. Infantry fight is where it's at the moment. And they were pushing up quick. I mean, they are making up some ground here, the Turks. Make it rain, and Stannis go down balls with a good full auto with his AK. And they just need to start winning these alley fights. Compound by compound. You have a good little push here with the insurgents. If they can get Mac G and Band-Aid down as well, gonna remove that kind of western presence of the Turks. A few more now filtering in. Linebacker up top. Balls elects not to go through the open doorway and instead vaults on up to try to get some height, and it might work. Should hear the MPT-76 off to his 6 here, and hold on, Subi's smash actually knocks him out. Good shots by Subi. I think linebacker just got too distracted. He found himself in the middle, and oh, Sappermans gets smoked by a heat round, or even fragmentation. Cookie as well goes down. Wow, the infantry. I mean, the Turks, if there's one thing they're great at, the infantry, although that MPT-76 is a bit tough. Good shots by Hound Skip. Can he finish it off? He can. Linebacker laying prone as he gets tagged by Hound Skip off from the other side of the road here. These MPT-76 are incredibly hard to handle if you're not used to it. Jar goes down with some good quick shots by Hound Skip. Is now closed the distance on the other side of the compound. And can he get Shaq? Oh no, what a turn! Shaq on full auto. I think one might have hit the this concrete fence, and the recoil sent the other one right through his forehead. The MPT-76 really showing off in close quarters just how hard-hitting it is, and now the Turks are in the hab. Eggy all set behind them, trying to clear this hab area. Turks are just grinding with this infantry, and looks like Eggy's going to try to put a frag round right into his own hab. Not a bad play. Oh, and he mid-arms it! Now swaps on over to his AK, and now swapping back to a heat round since he has that ACV right next to him. And it looks like he did track him. That is a tough spot to be for the ACV. Oh, Rifleman goes down. Luckily, though, Eggy able to get that heat round off of him. And you can see the hab has now been shoveled down. Turks well and secure this orchard. Shaq and Jarg on the other side.
It's already on mark.
Adidas with the turn in the trade. Turks are just starting to steamroll this northern push. IEDs be damned. The infantry for the Turks are showing up big. Gallabunny and dropping a Lodi. Looks like they'll be able to save their IED. No, their ACV. And I actually don't know how it popped. Oh, there it is. Crack with the ATGM from way downtown. Just rolls on up.
I'm breaking off.
And now they have the SPG. Let's take a look at Synthetic Spaces POV over here.
There is a transport truck on next to the police station, right behind it.
Oh my goodness.
Parking now. It's deploying a squad. Oh, you already blew up.
Yeah, their squad put a nade.
Nice little
and I don't know why.
hand movements. I was incredibly immersed for a half second there. Oh my goodness.
All right, let's get that
But this
map fixed
SPG
up
has a
on,
fantastic flank
D5
on the
and,
western
push
push.
up to police station.
This
I'm not seeing
location
a
is
lot of
west
movement in
of the
police station right
MSR as well as the police station. Police station just off. It's kind of center of your screen at the moment. MSR right past the burning ACV. But overall, just done extremely well. And loading those fragmentation rounds to prevent the infantry from easily pushing in. Looks like he did get Griff earlier. Mac G with some low health as well. Linebacker still up on the top. But this SPG has been able to help push the infantry back into the orchard for the insurgents. They've gotten their hab back up. It still might be overrun. It isn't. They have it up, fully spawnable. MSR intersection still well in control. You see the actual the capture zone. This dome here, right here where Nakata BG is. Turks have a long way to go to get there. 162 take us to 155. Very, very even match at the moment. And it's really on this police station push. I'm trying to figure out where the insurgents, where the Turks are. Look at the map at the moment. Am I going crazy? This is a 50 on 50, right?
I will try to find you that
49 on 51. Yeah, it's there. It only looks like there's about 8-9 Turks at the moment. Very confused at where all the infantry is.
Logic's moving off the main road.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. The IED had actually knocked out the hab, and there's no build. Wow, what a huge play. Insurgents with their IED techies, they've been harassing them the entire time. And hold on, you have the SPG chasing down a Logi, and wow, Hey Beef and Name knocks out Orphan Obliterator and GTX with the flank here. And that knocks out Squad 3. Just trying to do a nice little flank to open up the eastern side. But wow, the IED had actually knocked out the only spawn location, and that is why this clown car of infantry just poured out. Lieutenant Duff, Fatal Rod, Stannis, Make It Rain, Basco. All these guys, they had to do it old school. They actually drove a transport up to the front and dismounted. Insurgents with the map control right now, and until you can get some build, I don't even know if they have a Logi that's available. Logi right now, Squad 5 is trying. Oh, this is going to be so painful.
EB-32, hold fire. They don't have a hab right now anywhere
We have
near
an
this
Insurgent
area. They have no habs
hat
over
kit.
Command, the Sapper Man's looking for IED target. Can you got any recommendations?
This is the Turks. I don't want to say it's their last shot, but this Logi has the needed build the Turks need to get their hab and up. And if they are able to, oh my goodness, they're going to get it stuck up on the fence. It's the bad ending for the Turks.
Sapper man.
Gonna have to
Clear,
dismount,
radio
and this
87.
engine.
There's a truck, Logi, that just got stuck on the wall.
You can hear him. There's
Copy,
a
headed
Logi
there.
that just got
It's
stuck on the
your left.
wall.
You drove past it. You can go around if you want.
I know, I'm running from a transport here.
Insurgents have dismounted.
Yep,
You have a
eyes
vehicle
on.
off the left.
Sapper, you have eyes on.
Yes, yes.
I see it.
Yes.
IEDs
Oh,
coming in.
Sapper.
Oh, that's IED bike right underneath it. Absolutely deletes the Logi. The Turks had no chance. What a play by the
There's a
Insurgents.
transport truck that drove past, but he got
Oh
most of
my
everybody
goodness,
else on the
they're
Logi.
all
In fact, I think he
gone.
killed everybody that was
Absolutely
there.
deleted.
Squad 9, just be careful. I got hit
And
by
they
a
have have deleted the Logi. Unfortunately for the Insurgents, the
I
the
don't know where
remaining
exactly
infantry are
the
going to
Turks
knock
are
out this
spawning from. They don't seem to have a hab
this
anywhere near
radio.
the middle of the city.
you can hear on command comms, they don't seem to have a hab anywhere in the middle of the
They
city.
don't
That is
have-
true.
I think they're playing off of rallies right now.
At the moment, there is no Logi for the Turks.
Rallies
This is
and
incredible. Oh, it's
distracting
right
from
on the east side. Jet
what they're
fuel does
doing.
not melt. Okay,
They
all
have
right.
defense.
But the other Logis have now been absolutely deleted. I don't think I've ever seen this.
We have a open top ACV 50 cal rolling straight down the MSR.
ACV trying to roll into the point, take some RPG fire, and they need to dismount, get the infantry on to police station quick. Insurgents are
Dropping
absolutely
off the line.
overrunning the position on that. Oh my goodness, was that a T-62? I think it was.
On 4 observed. No, there's a couple dismounts.
T-62 shows up just when it needed to. Knocks out the ACV, and this is now going to be a rout. Insurgents well and truly in control of Mutaha, denying the spawn points, denying the logistics, denying the infantry, vehicles, you name it. Wow, incredible work by the Insurgents. And just when you thought the Turkish infantry was going to pull it out for them,
They just are not
you see the... There you go, the UAV, or the drone right above them.
Knock it out.
But
Miss.
183 tickets to 109 now. But this is just remarkable. This Logi, I'm still confused at what squad is doing, squad 6 is doing. I think they're now just going to have to admit, yeah, they're moving towards this build, fob build marker in order to set up.
There's a tank far east side in the desert.
I think he might have. Oh, you know what's unfortunate? So squad 6, he's a crewman SL.
Is that accurate?
Even if he is able to get this this Logi in Highway Bridge, he needs 3 additional players in order to drop a radio, due with the crew limit restrictions. Crew kits have a bit more restrictions, so you can't just run around in armored vehicles and drop down rallies and drop down spawns, fobs, radios, all that kind of stuff. And oh my goodness, that is not unexpected. SPG from Synthetic Space knocks out the last Logi, and one just spawned in here.
No, just leave it alone.
The Turks have been picked apart.
There's circumstances that you can, but... Yeah, but just fine. Yeah.
179 tickets to
I just fucking leave it alone.
just now at 100, and let's take a look. M60T way on the east side. Another one looks like they've been destroyed, so probably picked apart by IEDs as we were focusing on the infantry fight.
4, is this Vic on 6 moves still accurate?
Yeah, it's still there. It might be empty though. It's empty. It's an empty ACV. Open top ACV.
I'll kill it, don't worry. I'm close.
Okay, yeah. Okay, no.
Come on. Stay cover, stay cover.
They're up ahead here. They're up ahead here. I've been pulled.
There's nobody in
Drop
it.
ahead.
It's empty. So B or DM, they're just fucking blown
Heavy
up.
anti-tank
Yeah, I'm next to it, dude. I'll
trying to
get it.
push out, and does he see him? Wow, quick draw on the SKS.
Did you get him? The fuck, man?
Logi here, bro.
Logi here, Logi here,
Beautiful,
bro.
Thank you. See, this is what
As
we
a
start.
transport, but
Yeah, I'm
still
gonna
5
kill
tickets
this,
either
and
way.
I'm gonna go rearm. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Happy to be here. Stay away from the vehicle.
7, call in the rocket strike on Southern Highway Bridge if there's an enemy infantry there.
I don't see much, dude.
Doesn't get old. RPG 29 making quick work
What about those helmet markers on E8?
of the transport. Now you have techies just rolling through because they're going to try to get towards not just Highway Bridge, but they're probably thinking Vineyard or some other point out here is also up. But Highway Bridge
Whoever calls in a rocket strike mark, just call it in and I'll call
is now
it
the
in.
forward point, and this is going to be the slow and sad route of the Turkish army right here. Can they hold on to it? As long as they don't lose Highway Bridge, they're still in it. But the biggest question mark here is, can you keep a Logi alive? Squad 10 with the ACV-15. Now they're trying to armored convoy it out. And can they keep this alive? I would not be leading with the Logi. Logi is the one with the closed tarps, the one closest to screen at the moment.
There's enemies to the south of bridge, I'm observed.
And this is just not what you want to do with your Logi. Ooh, loses a tire. Actually, a really fortunate shot with the RPG if you're a Turk. It is going to cause him to move over, but hold on a second. The mortar barrage is actually hitting this point. It's not the current active point, but they're smoking it anyway. And now you got a wiggle worm down on the ground. Absolute panic in the Turks. They've lost all sense of physics as well. Mortar barrage lands right on the transport, and he just, I don't know, what is he doing? And no. It's just like a train wreck. You can't stop looking. Machine gun opening up. And they just want to get a Logi onto the point. And they're not going to be able to. Loses the back 2 tire. Oh no, just has 1 tire left. And wow, this is just an unfortunate end to a Logi. Oh gosh. Guys, we're going to have a real talk for a second, okay? Because this is not uncommon in games. You find yourself behind, you're on the wrong side of a route here. When you lose your fob up here, when you have no more spawn and you start getting engagements down the south side as they were, you have to hard reset. And a hard reset means you start at the safest position that you can get players out on the field. You need to get those players. So they should have pushed out to the southern compound, got a fob up, and then started to work and try to get a better attack and defensive fob. Instead, they ended up having no spawns, no players on the field to help create some space, and you've just ended up with an insurgent-controlled Mutaha, which is not what you like. And, well, not winning these... Oh, he's out of ammo!
6 move is no hap.
He's swapping...
Solo guy.
Swapping to that RPG instead. And... Michael... Sexual.
Well, other side of the wall?
Yeah.
He's up next to a
He's on the
radio,
corner.
and that might be the end of it.
He's
40
on the
tickets.
far corner to the, like the corner for this east point closest to them. Sorry.
They're now dropping
The next flag in
supplies.
by the way, on 107.
Village, they're trying to defend it somehow. But you're going to get... People are going to see this ticket difference. It's probably going to be around a 200 ticket difference. And they're going to say,
Yeah, they're probably
you know, it was a lopsided or one team was stacked or something.
You
You can definitely see where the insurgents tip the scales for a win. Good defense on the radio, but it is now spotted. You can definitely see the win here. And the win was whenever they were able to deny the hab. And the Turks just unable to respond for whatever reason. Just decided to only have 1 hab up this entire game.
3 episodes accurate.
At the end, we have the T-62 Rabbit Forever. Looks like it was tracked. Now trying to spawn in, trying to get that tank back up. And the M60T might have an opportunity to pull off at least one attaboy, one gimme, one anything to take away as a positive for this game. 112 tickets to 36. And really, it's all because of the capture points here. Police station and highway bridge is going to give them a lot of tickets, but the Insurgents were still burning tickets pretty quickly. Lost a lot of techies. I think the Insurgent infantry as well were kind of lacking. Mortar barrage now landing on village. I'm curious to see, and hold on a second. Cornet has hit the M60T. I don't think he's smoking just yet. M60T managed to knock out the Cornet techie. That's a huge win. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. 95 tickets. If it wasn't for losing these two points back to back, the Insurgents would actually be either, I think, just losing, or it's at least an even game on tickets at the moment. Insurgents have lost so many vehicles, and I think they're going to lose one more here because I believe there's an IED techie rolling on through the smoke. Techie now coming to support South Highway Bridge. Actually, no more IEDs at the moment that we're seeing. Trying to load it up back here. 29 tickets, 147 to 29 Insurgents with a nice cap on the highway bridge.
I'm gonna get a closer rally on 11 if you guys want to spawn on it.
Now, 28 tickets.
Like 2 seconds, I'll get it up right now.
You could think the game's over. I'm not saying they're in a good spot, but with 28 tickets, well, now 26, if you lessen your ticket bleed, if you get these people up, you knock out Max Powers, you got PFC Jimbo out here, Sapperman's Hellhound. If you knock out the little Insurgents right here, you can still push. Now, the one downside is, actually, they might be throwing here. Do they have...
11 rally up if you guys want to use it.
Do they have a command?
Copy that.
Command squad. George XP really should be using, and they really should be using an artillery barrage or something right here to help them out. Insurgent anti-tank team rolling on up. See his RPG just over on the side to our left. He can track this. That's what you want to go for. Oh, what a shot by the command! Able to take him out. And they lose another vehicle. I think that was another techie. 130 tickets to 18. And unfortunately for the Turks, it's just not going to be enough. They need to stop losing their infantry tickets here, kill these Insurgents, and then get on the point. And once again, it's not impossible, but the M60Ts need to help set the pace. You need to get the tempo. You need to start pushing up here. The biggest concern, though, is all the IEDs from the entire match has just made it so nerve-wracking for the Turks. They don't want to push up and instantly lose. And another vehicle goes down, 118 tickets to 17. So even though the Turks are on their last point, it's still a 100-ticket game. Definitely not a rout. Just a little bit of, I guess, a lack of response for the logistics sides of things. You just really need to get your habs up. Your spawns so long. Or the Turks just had I can't even, words are not forming in my brain. You know what I'm saying? There was so much time where the Turks were not spawning any infantry, and that alone did it, but it looks like I'm counting about a squad and a half's worth of people on the ground here for the Turks, so they don't want to give up. They don't want to waste the 15 tickets, and that might do it here. Eggy all set. Kai Blackfang. Kai Blackfang has gone down, but handful of infantry, and wow, Friendo gets smoked by the fragmentation round by Cookie. What a shot.
11, I think those contacts are accurate pings out there.
But you can see there's actually nobody on the point. The Turks can do it. They just need to get on the point. 12 tickets to make it happen. Look, and they just killed an entire squad here. Rocket Barrage now landing on the point. And just get out of this compound. There's only one insurgent in front of them. It's Cookie. And he's pretty much holding off the entire army. Now it looks like the T-62. Oh my goodness, is trying to push. The the rocket barrage got a bunch of infantry on the south side. Cookie goes down. So here it is. Could be the game here. M60T. Should see the T-62 pushing out. T-62 is choosing not to. If you had a big push with your armor right now, they would win the game. But with 2 tickets, that is going to be it. Well, Nervy at the end of it, 101 tickets, 99, so they did get under 100 tickets. And with capturing 2 points, was it 60 points to capture? So 120 tickets full of capture points. That alone saved them the game here for the Insurgents. But overall, got to give credit to the Insurgent IED teams. Just making some early picks, knocking out some really crucial logistics vehicles. And the squad leaders for the Turks, they might watch this back and just kind of kick themselves, wondering why we just did not get a hab up. 1 ticket left, and can they get to the point? Probably not now. And there it is. 95 tickets to 0. And let's take a look at this.
Oh, so getting ready for that. That was so much
238 downs, 194 deaths, 145 kills to 242 down, 188 killed, and 149 deaths. 21 vehicles down. 20 vehicles down. And it's pretty even on that, but here you go. You can see the 1 capture point, the plus 60, the other capture point plus 60. These 2 alone, 120 tickets. And we can see that is going to be the difference there. 155 tickets lost for infantry, but the Insurgents, 204 tickets lost from infantry. No loss. They didn't lose any habs. That is impressive. They dug it down themselves. Insurgents lost a fob. 155 tickets for the vehicle losses. I mean, it's right there. You build a hab, you win the game. Jeez. And don't forget to use my link down in the description below to play War Thunder for free, which includes this free bonus pack with multiple premium vehicles, a vehicle decorator, 100,000 silver lions, and 7 days of premium account access.